This video begins right here in this alley. This is where Cheryl Hughes, on her way home from work, was unalived by a vampire. Of course, I'm talking about the 1972 horror movie, The Night Stalker, the most watched TV movie of its time. This unforgettable first entry in The Night Stalker introduced the world to the quirky reporter with a penchant for the paranormal and became one of the top-rated TV movies of all time. Investigating a series of Las Vegas murders, Carl Kolchak discovers that each victim has been bitten in the neck and drained of blood. Though Kolchak's outlandish theory about the murders gets him nowhere with the police, his initiative to apprehend the killer himself gets him in hot water with a modern-day vampire. Dun dun dun!
A.m., Cheryl Hughes was standing at the intersection of Casino Center and Fremont Streets waiting for a girlfriend to give her a lift home. Cheryl Hughes was 23, 5 feet 5 1/2 inches tall, 118 pounds, blonde hair, light brown eyes. Cheryl Hughes, tired and hungry, but just mad enough to walk the 8 blocks to her small frame house off the corner of 9th and Bridger. Cheryl Hughes, en route to her doom.
The Gold Nugget also went through a major renovation years ago, and it's supposed to be more modernized now, but to me it doesn't really fit in with the old Vegas neon anymore. The movie stars Darren McGavin as Carl Kolchak, a Las Vegas reporter who discovers that the city's serial killer is a real vampire and has to stop him, even when no one believes him. Darren passed away in 2006, but we had a chance to visit his grave when we were at Hollywood Forever Cemetery earlier this year. I know Darren best from The Christmas Story, and who could forget the lamp scene from the greatest Christmas movie ever? And of course, he played Adam Sandler's dad in the movie Billy Madison. The film includes a few additional establishing shots of Kolchak driving along the 1970s Las Vegas Strip. There was one other scene that I believe was filmed here in Las Vegas, and that was where the body of Bonnie Reynolds was found to be drained of all her blood. I can't pinpoint the exact location, but I think this is the storm drain where it happened. When Carl's car pulls up, it stops about right here, and then you can see this part of the storm drain in the background. Now this was back in 1972, so all of this was all desert back then. The Rio wasn't here, but these train tracks were. And you can see in the scene where Carl's down in the ditch, the train tracks back behind him, and then of course the bridge right there where the train tracks go over. The one thing that I find really interesting is those train tracks in the movie, there's only about 3 or 4 underpasses, which means this thing had to have been extended, or this is not the right location. Also, you can see it's all concrete back then. So I don't know if they changed the elevation, the concrete washed away. Down low you can kind of see some concrete, so it's possible that this is full of dirt now, so I'm not sure. So here's where things get really interesting. Now you can see that tunnel, the small single tunnel right there. You see the cop cars come out, come up this street, and then pull up somewhere right in this area here. And as you can see, I've moved quite a ways away from that storm drain, which is way back down there by the freeway. Also, you see an over-the-shoulder view of the cop, and behind him is that bridge there, and you can see it's that bridge by those pillars. Also, there weren't so many casinos along the strip back then, but what you could see was the sands. And this first casino here, the logo's gone, but it was the Mirage. It's going to be the new Hard Rock. But behind it, just peeking up over it, is the Palazzo. And the Palazzo sits right where the sands used to sit. And you could see that in the scene as well. And then, if we pan over this way, you can see the Bellagio. And right where the Bellagio sits was the dunes. And in the background of the film, you can see the sign from the dunes sticking up. Alright guys, tell me what you think. Am I in the wrong location? Or if things just changed so much that I can't pinpoint the exact location of where this took place? Was there a drain sitting where I'm at now? It's very possible. But let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Art the Clown.